Let me start with something that may surprise you. By the time a man reaches the age of 50, more than 1 out of every 2 men will already be struggling with problems related to the prostate. And if you look at men over the age of 60, the numbers climb even higher. Studies show that nearly 70% of men past 60 live with the frustrating symptoms of an enlarged prostate. By the age of 80, that number can reach close to 90%. Now, what do these numbers really mean for you and for me? They mean nights of broken sleep, because you have to wake up again and again to use the bathroom. They mean standing in front of the toilet, waiting, sometimes in pain, for the flow to begin. They mean living with embarrassment because you cannot control your body the way you once did. And perhaps worst of all, they mean watching your energy, your confidence, and your joy for life slowly fade away. I have seen this story play out in so many of my patients. Men who once felt strong, active, and independent now find themselves worn down by constant fatigue, restless nights, and the quiet fear that their health is slipping out of their hands. Some tell me they feel ashamed to go out with friends because they do not want to be the one who always asks where the bathroom island. Others say their marriages are strained because intimacy becomes harder when the body does not respond the way it once did. These are not just small inconveniences, they are silent thieves that steal away the best years of life. And the truth is, many men do not talk about it. They keep it to themselves, thinking it is just part of getting older. But it does not have to be this way. There are natural steps you can take to protect your prostate, to ease the symptoms, and to hold on to the vitality that belongs to you. One of the simplest and most powerful is right in your kitchen. It is a vegetable that can work almost like nature's own shield for your prostate. Eat it every day, and over time you may notice real differences. Less discomfort, better sleep, and more energy to do the things you love. I will tell you exactly what it is, why it works, and how to use it in the safest and most effective way. But before I do, I want to hear from you. Because this is not just about numbers or statistics. This is about your story, your health, and your life. So tell me, how old are you right now? What is your situation? Are you already feeling the signs of an enlarged prostate? Or are you looking for ways to prevent it before it begins? Leave a comment below and let me know, because in the next videos, I will be able to address the questions and problems that matter most to you. Stay with me until the end of this video. I promise you will discover something that could make a real difference in your life, and maybe even change the way you look at growing older. Let us take a moment to really understand what the prostate is, and why it causes so many problems as men grow older. The prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut, that sits just below the bladder. Its job is important. It produces the fluid that nourishes and protects sperm. Without a healthy prostate, reproduction would not be possible. In younger men, the prostate works quietly in the background. You hardly even notice it, but as the years pass, the story begins to change. Starting around the age of 40, the prostate naturally begins to grow. For some men, the growth is small and never causes much trouble. But for many others, the growth continues until it presses against the urethra, the narrow tube that carries urine out of the body. When that happens, urination becomes difficult. The flow weakens. You may need to strain, and you may feel like you can never completely empty your bladder. This condition is called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH for short. And while the word benign means it is not cancer, the symptoms can still be exhausting and disruptive. Why does the prostate enlarge with age? There are a few reasons. One of the biggest is hormonal changes. As men get older, testosterone levels gradually decline, while another hormone called dihydrotestosterone, or DHT, may become more active inside the prostate. This combination signals the prostate cells to grow. Over time, this growth adds up, and the result is the swelling that so many men experience. Another factor is lifestyle. Diets high in processed foods, red meats, and unhealthy fats can promote inflammation in the body, and the prostate is no exception. On the other hand, diets rich in vegetables, fruits, and whole grains seem to protect against excessive enlargement. Lack of physical activity, excess weight, and chronic stress also play a role, creating an environment where the prostate is more likely to grow beyond what is healthy. There are also genetic influences. If your father or your brother has dealt with prostate problems, your own risk is naturally higher. And finally, there are environmental exposures, from chemicals to toxins, that may contribute to prostate inflammation over the years. The result is the same: trouble in the bathroom, restless nights, and anxiety about what might come next. Many men fear that these changes could lead to cancer, and while most enlarged prostates are not cancerous, the worry itself can be heavy to carry. The good news is this: understanding why the prostate enlarges is the first step toward protecting it. You cannot stop aging, but you can influence how your body responds to it. By paying attention to what you eat, how you move, and how you manage stress, you can create conditions where your prostate remains calmer, healthier, and far less disruptive. And that is exactly what we are going to explore next. We will look closely at the link between nutrition and prostate health, and how the foods you choose every single day may decide how well your prostate treats you in the years ahead. When we talk about prostate health, one of the most powerful tools is not a pill, not a surgery, not even a medical procedure. It is the food that you and I put on our plates every single day. What you eat has the power to either calm and protect your prostate or to irritate it and make symptoms worse. Think about it. The cells of your body are constantly being repaired and renewed. Every bite of food you take becomes part of that process. If you fuel your body with foods that are heavy, greasy, and processed, you are feeding inflammation. And inflammation is one of the key drivers behind prostate enlargement and discomfort. On the other hand, if you choose foods that are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, you are giving your prostate the tools it needs to stay healthy and balanced. Let us break this down a little more. Fruits and vegetables are at the very top of the list when it comes to protecting the prostate. They are full of antioxidants, which are natural compounds that fight off damage from unstable molecules called free radicals. Free radicals are like sparks that fly off a fire. If they are left unchecked, they can burn and damage healthy cells. Antioxidants are like the fire extinguishers that put out those sparks before they spread. This is especially important for the prostate because as men age, oxidative stress inside the body tends to increase. One group of vegetables in particular deserves special attention. These are the cruciferous vegetables. They include broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, and Brussels sprouts. These vegetables contain powerful compounds called sulforaphane and indole-3-carbinol. Studies suggest that these compounds may reduce inflammation, support hormone balance, and even protect against the kind of cellular changes that can lead to cancer. For the prostate, cruciferous vegetables are like a natural defense system. Tomatoes are another standout food. They contain lycopene, a bright red pigment that acts as a strong antioxidant. Research has shown that men who eat more tomatoes and tomato-based foods often have a lower risk of prostate problems. Cooking tomatoes, such as in sauces or soups, actually makes lycopene easier for the body to absorb. Then there are foods rich in zinc. Zinc is a mineral that the prostate relies on more than almost any other part of the body. Foods like pumpkin seeds, chickpeas, cashews, and seafood can supply this vital mineral. A lack of zinc has been linked to poor prostate function, so making sure you get enough is a simple but important step. Omega-3 fatty acids also play a role. These healthy fats, found in fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, help to reduce inflammation throughout the body. Lowering inflammation means less stress on the prostate and often fewer symptoms. If you do not enjoy fish, plant sources such as flax seeds and walnuts can also provide a boost. On the other side, there are foods that you may want to limit. Diets high in processed meats, fried foods, and refined sugars seem to make prostate symptoms worse. Alcohol and excessive caffeine can irritate the bladder and prostate, leading to more frequent trips to the bathroom. It does not mean you can never enjoy these things again, but moderation is key. Water is another simple but powerful tool. Staying hydrated helps to flush out the urinary tract and keep things moving smoothly. But here is the trick. Drink plenty of water during the day and cut back in the evening so you are not waking up all night to go to the bathroom. When you put all of this together, a clear picture begins to form. A diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, healthy fats, and lean proteins can help protect your prostate and ease symptoms. It is not about perfection, and it is not about giving up everything you love. It is about making steady, consistent choices that add up over time. The food you eat 3 times a day is one of the most direct ways to influence your health. Every meal is a chance to either fight against prostate problems or feed them. And the encouraging part is that small changes, repeated day after day, can lead to big improvements in how you feel. Now that you understand how nutrition connects to prostate health, let us look at something very specific. There is one vegetable, in particular, that has gained attention for its ability to protect the prostate naturally. It is simple, widely available, and can be added to your meals in many ways. In the next part, I will reveal what that vegetable is, why it works so well, and how you can use it to support your prostate every single day. So, what is this vegetable that can act almost like nature's shield for your prostate? It is broccoli, a simple green vegetable that many of us grew up pushing around on our plates as children. But the truth is, broccoli holds some of the most powerful natural compounds for protecting a man's prostate. Let me explain why. Broccoli belongs to a family of vegetables called cruciferous vegetables. This family includes cabbage, kale, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. All of them are beneficial, but broccoli has been studied more than almost any other. Inside broccoli is a compound called sulforaphane. This natural chemical is released when you chew or chop the vegetable, and it has remarkable effects on the body. Sulforaphane works as a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent. It helps to neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that can damage cells over time. By reducing oxidative stress, sulforaphane lowers the risk of DNA damage and cellular changes that may lead to prostate problems, including cancer. But there is more. Sulforaphane also supports the body's detoxification process. It encourages your liver to produce special enzymes that sweep out toxins and harmful substances. Think of it as your body's natural cleaning crew. With fewer toxins circulating, your prostate can function more smoothly and without constant irritation. Studies have shown that men who eat more broccoli and cruciferous vegetables in general often report fewer urinary symptoms and a lower risk of prostate enlargement. Some research even suggests that regular broccoli consumption may slow down the growth of prostate cells that have already started to multiply too quickly. Now, why does broccoli matter so much for men over 50? Because at this stage of life, the body's natural defenses are not as strong as they used to be. Hormonal changes, stress, and years of dietary habits can create an environment where the prostate is more vulnerable. Adding broccoli into your daily meals gives your body a steady supply of protective compounds that act directly where they are needed most. And broccoli is not just about sulforaphane. It also contains indole-3-carbinol, another compound that helps regulate hormone balance. Remember how we talked earlier about hormones like testosterone and dihydrotestosterone influencing prostate growth? Indole-3-carbinol helps keep those hormones in better balance, reducing the signals that tell the prostate to keep growing. On top of that, broccoli is full of fiber, which supports healthy digestion and helps maintain a steady weight. Carrying extra weight, especially around the waistline, increases the risk of prostate problems. So eating broccoli not only feeds your prostate but also supports your overall metabolism and weight control. Broccoli also brings along a good supply of vitamin C, vitamin K, and minerals like potassium and calcium. All of these contribute to better circulation, stronger immunity, and healthier tissues throughout the body. A strong circulation system means better blood flow to the pelvic area, which can also improve prostate health and even sexual function. The best part? Broccoli is easy to find, affordable, and versatile. You do not need a prescription to buy it, and you do not need to spend a fortune. It is available in almost every grocery store and can be prepared in many different ways: steamed, roasted, stir-fried, added to soups, blended into smoothies, or even eaten raw in salads. Each method gives you access to its protective compounds. Of course, no single food is a magic cure. But when broccoli becomes a regular part of your daily meals, it adds up over time. Day after day, you are giving your prostate the nutrients it needs to stay calm, balanced, and resilient. I often tell my patients, think of broccoli as a long-term investment in your health. One serving may not change your life overnight, but a habit of eating it regularly, along with other healthy choices, can make the difference between restless nights filled with discomfort and peaceful nights where you sleep deeply and wake up with energy. Now that you know why broccoli is so special, the next question is simple. How do you use it in your everyday life to get the best results? In the next section, I will show you exactly how to prepare and enjoy broccoli, so you can maximize its benefits for your prostate health. Now that you know broccoli can be a true ally for your prostate, the next question is this: how do you make it a regular part of your life in a way that is both enjoyable and effective? First, let us talk about quantity. You do not need to eat a mountain of broccoli every day. For most men, 1 cup of cooked broccoli or about 1.5 cups of raw broccoli each day is enough to deliver a steady supply of its protective compounds. Consistency is the key. It is not about eating a lot in one meal and then forgetting it for a week. It is about making broccoli a regular guest on your plate. Second, let us consider preparation. The way you cook broccoli affects how much of its nutrients your body can use. Steaming broccoli lightly for just a few minutes is one of the best ways to preserve sulforaphane and vitamin C. Boiling it for too long can wash away some of those benefits. Roasting broccoli with a drizzle of olive oil brings out a nutty flavor and still keeps much of the nutrition. Stir-frying with garlic and a splash of lemon juice adds both taste and health benefits. Another simple trick is chopping or crushing the broccoli and letting it sit for a few minutes before cooking. This allows the natural enzymes inside the vegetable to release more sulforaphane. If you prefer raw broccoli, adding it to salads or blending it into smoothies is also a powerful option. Third, think about pairing. Broccoli works even better when combined with certain other foods. For example, pairing it with tomatoes, which contain lycopene, gives you a double layer of protection for your prostate. Adding a source of healthy fat like olive oil, avocado, or nuts helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamin K. Even a sprinkle of turmeric or black pepper can boost the anti-inflammatory power of your meal. If you worry about getting bored with broccoli, remember that variety is your friend. You do not need to eat it the same way every day. Rotate between steaming, roasting, stir-frying, or adding it into soups. Mix it with other cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower or Brussels sprouts. This way, your meals stay interesting, and your body still receives a wide range of protective compounds. Finally, let us talk about timing. Eating broccoli at lunchtime or dinner works well, but avoid heavy portions right before bedtime because eating too late can interfere with digestion and sleep. Spread your vegetable intake across the day so your body receives steady nourishment without overload. The bottom line is this. The real power of broccoli comes not from a single meal, but from the habit of making it part of your lifestyle. By eating a modest portion every day, prepared in ways you enjoy, you are creating a natural shield for your prostate. In the next section, we will look beyond diet. Because while broccoli is powerful, your overall lifestyle choices play an equally important role in protecting your prostate and keeping you strong, active, and confident as the years go by. Food is a powerful tool, but it is only one piece of the puzzle. The way you live each day has just as much influence on your prostate as the meals you eat. Let us talk about some of the lifestyle habits that can either strengthen or weaken your prostate health. First, physical activity. Movement is medicine. Regular exercise helps regulate hormones, improves circulation, reduces inflammation, and keeps your weight under control. All of these are important for the prostate. You do not need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Even a brisk walk for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, can lower your risk of prostate problems. Swimming, cycling, yoga, or gentle stretching all add up. The key is consistency. A body in motion supports a prostate that functions more smoothly. Second, maintaining a healthy weight. Extra fat, especially around the waistline, is linked to higher levels of inflammation and hormonal imbalance. This environment encourages the prostate to grow larger. By keeping your weight within a healthy range, you ease pressure on your bladder and prostate. Small daily changes like choosing stairs over elevators, cutting back on processed snacks, or walking after dinner can make a real difference over time. Third, stress management. Many men do not realize how much stress impacts their prostate. Chronic stress raises levels of certain hormones, like cortisol, that can fuel inflammation and disrupt the balance of testosterone and dihydrotestosterone. This creates conditions where the prostate is more likely to enlarge. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, spending time in nature, or enjoying a hobby can calm your nervous system and protect your health. Fourth, avoiding harmful habits. Alcohol, when consumed in excess, irritates the bladder and prostate. It also interferes with restful sleep, which you need for repair and balance. Caffeine has a similar effect. Too much coffee or energy drinks can increase urinary urgency and frequency. Smoking is another risk, as it damages blood vessels and reduces circulation, making it harder for the prostate and other organs to receive proper nourishment. Reducing or eliminating these habits is one of the best gifts you can give your body. Fifth, regular medical checkups. As men get older, it is important to keep track of prostate health through screenings and discussions with a trusted doctor. Early detection of changes allows for timely treatment and reassurance. Do not ignore persistent symptoms like difficulty urinating, pain, or blood in the urine. These signs should always be checked. Finally, remember that lifestyle is not about perfection. It is about small, steady steps that you can maintain. Choosing to move a little more, eat a little better, rest a little longer, and stress a little less. Each decision builds on the next, creating a foundation of strength that supports your prostate and your whole body. In the next and final section, we will bring everything together. We will review what you have learned, highlight the simple steps you can take today, and talk about how these choices can give you back the comfort, the confidence, and the energy you deserve. We have covered a lot together in this video. And if you take only one thing away, let it be this: your prostate health is not out of your hands. Even after the age of 50, when the odds seem stacked against you, simple daily choices can change the way you feel, the way you sleep, and the way you live. We started by looking at the painful reality. More than half of men over 50 experience problems with their prostate. By the time men reach 60, nearly 7 out of 10 are affected. And by 80, as many as 9 out of 10 live with the frustrating symptoms. Waking up at night, struggling in the bathroom, losing energy and confidence, it is a heavy burden that too many men silently carry. But then we explored the good news. Nutrition is a powerful ally. Choosing foods rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals can soothe inflammation and strengthen your prostate. Among them, broccoli stands out as a natural shield. With its compounds like sulforaphane and indole-3-carbinol, it protects your cells, balances your hormones, and supports your body's natural defenses. Eating just one serving a day, prepared in simple ways, can set you on the path toward calmer nights and healthier days. We also looked at lifestyle. Movement, weight control, stress management, and avoiding harmful habits all come together to support your prostate. Add regular checkups with your doctor, and you have a plan that is both simple and effective. It is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent, choosing small steps every day that add up to a stronger, more vibrant life. So here is what I want you to do next. Make a decision today to take one step forward. Maybe it is adding broccoli to your dinner tonight. Maybe it is going for a short walk after lunch. Maybe it is cutting back on that extra cup of coffee or setting aside 10 minutes to breathe and relax. These small actions are like seeds. Over time, they grow into habits that protect you, give you energy, and restore your confidence. And I also want to hear from you. How old are you right now? What is your situation? Are you already living with prostate symptoms, or are you taking steps to prevent them before they begin? Share your answer in the comments. I read your stories, and they guide me in making videos that truly meet your needs. If you found this video helpful, please support this channel so we can keep reaching men just like you. Press like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next lesson. And one last thing, if you agree with me and you want to take action today, press the number 1 in the comments. If you did not find this useful, press 0. Either way, your feedback helps us grow and serve you better. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. With knowledge, small changes, and steady effort, you can protect your prostate and live with more comfort, energy, and peace of mind. The power is already in your hands.